What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh, and I am just an average Joe day trader. Anyway, it's Saturday night. It's about 9:15 Saturday night. I just finished going through and finalizing the AJDT best day trade stock list. I haven't updated it since July. I've decided to kind of let it go 3-4 weeks because I'm looking at a 30-day trend analysis on all these stocks. And so if I'm looking at 30 days, you can't change it after 30 days, right? You get to that point where we feel like, okay, this stock needs to drop off, this stock needs to be added. And it's based on market movement, based on volatility, based on the 50 and 200 moving day averages, based on support and resistance levels. I mean, I take into consideration all that because these are the stocks that I'm using to day trade every day. I'm looking to build my wealth, to build my account using these stocks. And these are the ones that I'm finding so far that are giving me the best return on investment, the best payback, the best value. And so I'm sharing it with you as the Average Joe Day Trade, the AJDT community, to help you, right? Because it's not about having to constantly search for stocks to try to make money. It's about understanding companies, believing in those companies, understanding their stock movement, their price action, knowing where their support and resistance levels are, and going at it and waiting in the morning when the market opens, when the bell hits, and you saw what the pre-market's doing, and the bell hits and the stock, okay, I'm just waiting for that drop. I'm waiting for that bottom. I see that double tweezer bottom. I see the dojis. I see the candle. I see the engulfing green candle. It's turning. It's going up. Now's my opportunity to get in. And it's right at a support level. I'm in it, and then make your money. Sometimes you got to get in and out faster than other times. Other times you get in and you let it run, until a period of time, and you watch it and monitor it. And you're like, this thing's not done, and let it go for the day and make your money. That's how we do it. That's how the AJDT community does it. And I follow a very specific strategy. And if you want to know more about my strategy, go to my very first video that I ever made for this channel and take a look at it and see if it works for you. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying, hey, this is my strategy. This is how it works for me. Now, this is not financial advice. In no way am I recommending to you to buy, sell, hold, or do any of that. I'm sharing with you what I do every day, what stocks work best for me every day, and the ones that you should take a look at. Do your homework, do your own due diligence, understand support and resistance levels, know your own risk tolerance and where that is for you. And don't trade money that you need to pay your bills, your mortgage, your car payment, insurance, or put food on the table to feed you or your family. Make sure the money you use to trade is money that you have set aside, that if you didn't have it tomorrow, you wouldn't be in a situation where you're in financial hardship. Very important for me to share that with you and make sure that you understand that. Everyone, we are building this community so much. The last time I looked, we were at about 1,330 subscribers. Thank you. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And last but not least, drop me some comments. Let me know how you're doing. What are you getting in and out of? What are you making money? What could potentially help the rest of this community to continue to be successful, to make money? Because the goal is to get rich together. All right, let's jump right into this new list. First, I'm going to show you the list up here on the screen. All right, so I'm going to run through this list with you. I'm going to share this. You can go ahead and pause the video if you want, take a snapshot, screenshot, whatever you need to do. Take a picture with your cell phone. This is the new list that we're going to use probably for the next 3-4 weeks. And I'm going to be trading in and out of most every single one of these stocks, not every day. I'm going to understand the night before, pre-market, what this stock is doing based on what I'm looking at. And then I'm going to make decisions on based on what I'm seeing on my support and resistance levels, based on the candlestick patterns. And I'm going to pick 1 or 2 of these every day, and I'm going to day trade them every single day. But some of these I've already been trading the heck out of. BBAI, NVTS, RUN, QBTS, APLD. Those are my favorites for day trading, okay? And then you've got some a little bit more expensive, bigger dollar moves. So HIMS, Robinhood, my gosh, is on fire right now. Palantir also, and it's on a little bit of a drop back, a pullback right now. Chance for somebody to get in and make a little bit more money on Palantir. Palantir for me is one that's mostly in my long term, but I have noticed that the way Palantir runs, man, there's nothing wrong with making some quick money every day on it. If you have your long-term shares in another account and then you want to buy shares to day trade, do it. AMD, Tesla, NVIDIA, incredible companies, big dollar companies though. Remember, you got to have a hefty account to day trade these stocks. And then the best mid-price stocks, we've got SBET, which is SharpLink Gaming, Rocket Labs, Ionic, SOFI. Oh my gosh, I've been making money off SOFI, Centene Corporation, and CCL. Now, you all are seeing ones on the list that are new for the list, right? They're ones that I haven't talked about before. They're ones I've been tracking and trending. And you may notice that several of the stocks are not on the list anymore that I've made the decision on. They're just not putting out the type of movement that I would want for me as an average day trade stock. So some that you might have been in before, listen, have your own watch list. You probably already have one set up based on this. Keep them. If you like them and you trade them, stay in them. There's many stocks that I still love, like Ford, Cemex, Sab. Those are all stocks that I think still have great opportunity. I Am Gold. Those are great companies. But for me personally, they're not on the best day trade stock list anymore. This is the current and new average Joe day trader, AJDT, best day trade stocks. Let's go straight to the charts and kind of take a look at some of those stocks just so you can see them. And I think we'll probably hit. What I did was I went ahead and I sorted them by high to low. So they are not in the same order you see on that paper. But number one on the list is BBAI. And listen, I've made several videos about BBI. I actually have another video to make because I got a ton of new information and news and data on BBAI Friday into Saturday today. And I just think it's such an incredible company and there's so much growth potential. There was a whole argument I read on Reddit, right? And I always tell everybody, stay away from Reddit, stay away from all the social media stuff. You can read it for entertainment, but don't trust it, don't believe it. So I was reading this whole thing on Reddit, people back and forth. Who said it's Palantir? Who said it's the next Palantir? Who's calling it baby Palantir? It is the next Palantir, okay? Listen, if you don't believe that, then stay out of it. Stay on the sidelines on it. Invest in another company. There's plenty of other companies that will make you a ton of money. But for me, BBAI is going to be the one that I look back and go, man, am I so glad I had a long-term hold on Big Bear AI Holdings. They got a lot of growth and a lot of things going on. So BBAI is, in fact, one of the stocks on the list. NVTS stayed on there. And you all know I love NVTS, great company. Been day trading this stock for probably close to 6 to 8 months now. My brother-in-law's been probably for over a year making a ton of money in NVTS. Take a look at it. Run, R-U-N. Look what it even did on Friday. Okay, this is Sunrun, so this is in the energy. And there was some stuff that went on with Trump on Friday, some bills, some executive orders, things that had been talked about or signed that caused the energy stock segment to run. Sunrun was one that had the benefit. APLD, also one that I love, and I'm telling you, I'm just waiting. I think this is going to get close to $19 soon. We'll see what happens, but I'm waiting for that pump. QUBT, great stock. It's in there. It's on QBTS, also on the list. Another quantum stock that I love to day trade. IREN, IREN. There's been a lot of talk about it. Some really good news. Ran beautifully on Friday. So it is on the list. SBET. You would not think from looking at this list that this would be one Josh would be recommending, but I am recommending it because when we go to the 15-minute, I go to auto and we pull back over, you can see after this Thursday drop from the S&P 500, beautiful launch up, right? Let's get out to this a little bit. Beautiful launch up, drop, beautiful launch up. Some great opportunity in this to make money multiple times in the trading day. Okay, look at this. 1, 2, right? Look at the pre-market, okay? Look, opening bell, 1, solid, okay? So I like SBET. I think it's going to be a great one. Take a look at it, do your homework. SOFI, how could I not? SOFI, I shared with all of you that I sold out all my positions in SOFI except for my long-term hold, don't get me wrong. And I've been day trading it now on this account. This is my Webull account. Some have been asking me questions about what account is this. This is my Webull account. This is where I do a lot of my charting, even though I do use a TradingView account, but I love Webull. I have all the information I need. I can go through all these things. I've got, my scanner. I've got the markets. Okay, I've got my screener here. And then I've got custom where I can go through different layouts. Okay, love it. Sorry, went totally off the track. but somebody did ask me that question today, so I figured I'd throw it in this video. CNC is new on the list, Center Corp. Centene Corp has had a really some nice movement, some nice daily movement. Take a look at it. And let's see, CCL Carnival is one that was on the list before. Hard drop, nice, but didn't do much for me the day before. I am on the fence with this one. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but I left it on because I still think you have days like this that launch. And this day right here, basically, it went from $29.72 to $30.67. Nice dollar per share almost, pretty much. Great opportunity in there. All right, next on the list after that is SMR. And what I did was I sorted it by lowest price stock per share to highest. So you can see now some of these you may not want to day trade because they are high value, but they're high movers. And that's why they're on this list. But SMR has been a great stock, obviously not from what we saw on Friday. You don't want to see that. But SMR gives a lot of great opportunities for day trading. Ionic, IONQ, absolutely. Rocket Labs has been one that's just been on fire and really a good stock. Good, and listen, it's at $44.38. Amazing. I remember it being at $6. SMCI, another one. Look at that launch on Friday. HIMS, beautiful. Then it kind of dropped back down a little bit in the mid part of the day. Robinhood. I keep sharing about Robinhood. Oh, and this is interesting. So you're going to see I started working on my strategy for my day trade stocks, right? So let me get off of this for a minute. Let me pull this down. And I'm not sure if you can all see this, okay? I'm going to go ahead and change this for a minute just so you can see it. And then I'll come back to it. Okay. So if you hadn't seen the strategy videos as far as what I'm doing, and I posted several strategy videos, but what I'm now doing is basically I am boxing in my prior trading day. So for example, this is Robinhood. So what I do is take the prior day and I go from its lowest point or highest point to its highest point or lowest point. I build the box and then I simply just pull that box all the way across here, okay? And now what that does is it gives me, for my next trading day, my resistance and support level based on the last price action for the day. And it's been really helpful for me because if I see this stock, now right now, look at this, it's up here, and I believe Robinhood's probably going to break through this resistance level and continue to go north, right? And if it does, great. If I see it break this resistance level and I see the right candles, I'm going to be jumping into Robinhood and probably day trade this to push up. But if I see it start turning and go down the other direction, then what I'm looking for is this median point here to see, does it break through that median point? This is my last support level, $110.20. Does it break through that support level? If it does, then I'm not really excited about it because chances are it's going to hit this level of support as well. Now, if it hits this level of support or this level of support and starts to do the bounce, and you all know what the bounce is, if it starts to get rejected at the support level and makes the turn, I'm in it. So if it breaks through, I'm probably getting in, and it may pull back, okay? But if it starts to run south and it hits this support level and it bounces and rejects, I'm breaking in it. I'm going to buy in and get up. If it breaks through, I'm watching to see what does it do at this 108.61 level. If it holds here and starts to bounce and makes the turn, I'm going up. But there's a chance that it could go from here to here and start just bouncing up and down in this little bit of a channel. And that's okay because I can get in at 108.61 and out at 110 and make basically $1 plus per share, all right, and be out of it. That's my goal and that's my strategy. So glad you got to see this on here. Palantir, and again, I also have that one ready to go. I love Palantir. Palantir is incredible. I need to get off the auto because it makes it so wide, but you see my green box runs through into the next market day, but a very amazing stock. AMD also is up there. AMD and NVIDIA are side by side, basically like two horses racing on the track. Which one's going to win? Remember, AMD was chasing after NVIDIA like crazy, okay? AMD now has caught up to NVIDIA, and they're both right there in that 170 to 180 range. I love it because these are two incredible stocks that I have in my portfolio. And last thing is Tesla. Tesla had some major gains in the last couple weeks, sitting at 330 right now. We'll see what it does. but this is one that you could day trade at a high dollar value, and it's a quick dollar mover. You can make some money on it. Anyway, let's put this back up on the screen so you can see real quick. If you want to go ahead and pause, take a screenshot of that or write them down, whatever you want to do. This is the ones I'm in for about the next 3 weeks to 4 weeks. These are the ones I'm going to trade every day. So if you wake up in the morning and you say to yourself, what stock should I get into today? Pull up the AJDT list, have done your homework and your research, your due diligence, and make some decisions based off these, because chances are a lot of them are going to run in the same direction together. While some of them do go down, a lot of these do go up, and you have to understand S&P 500, you have to understand support resistance, etc. Fam, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you all have an awesome rest of your weekend. I will be on this at 8 p.m. Sunday night to do my live, which I record and then post, but me live on the S&P 500 to see what the gap is. Is it up? Is it down? Always gives me the first indication Sunday night of what Monday morning is going to look like. And then when I wake up on Monday morning and I pull up the stock market to see what it's doing between the 4 o'clock and 9:30 bell, also gives me an indication of, did that gap up make sense? Did the gap down make sense? What's happening with those stocks? Have a great night. Josh out. Peace.